To me, we make perfect sense, but you know it all depends on you. Greetings, Capricorn. Okay, so I was hearing On You by Ty Verdes. In that song, he says, I would do it all again. I never want to go back to just being friends. To me, we make perfect sense, but it all depends on you. Now, it's interesting because in this song, he's saying, I'm your scarlet letter, I'm the one who messed up, like he did all these things, but it depends on her, or it depends on the other person for, same relationship, same sex, hearts, not parts. So whatever it is you're connecting with. The person here who is in the wrong is saying that it all depends on the other person. So it seems like there's a big miscommunication going on here, because it seems like the person who's in the wrong is being quiet and they're waiting for the person that they did wrong to come forward. Whereas the person who was done wrong is waiting for the person who did wrong to come forward and apologize and make things right, or properly pursue and actually make sense of something. So Capricorn, there is some huge miscommunication mishap going on. Also, someone here is just assuming. They're like, oh, I think they hate me. Oh, they're mad at me because I messed up. They must feel X, Y, and Z. Whereas the other person, again, is just waiting for some clarity. They're waiting for someone to actually speak and say something. I was also hearing Southern hospitality. So someone here could be going to the South, or someone here could like some other Southern hospitality. Someone here could be, going back South, or going back to their roots. I was also hearing, well, in that song, he says Cadillac grills, 20-inch. Yeah, so that is a song by Ludacris, I believe. But Cadillacs, GMC, Excursions, Escalades were all coming through. In that song, he keeps saying, homie, throw them bows. So someone here could be a fighter. Someone here could be taking jabs at someone else. I was also hearing I Might Need Security by Chance the Rapper. Now, that's a funny song, only because he made the whole album about how amazing his marriage and his wife and how excited he was for his new clean life. And he ended up cheating on her and getting divorced from her anyway. So I don't know, someone here could have made their relationship super public. They were like, my wife is everything. Because in that song, he says, I'm a real one. The honey is sweet, the apple's bitter. They'll try to convince you that you are stronger without your woman than you are when you are with her. But he's not a real one, apparently, because he, cheated. He wasn't even brave enough to actually step away first and have an actual conversation about it. He just dogged her for the last couple years of their relationship. Someone here can know that their spouse is cheating. Someone here can know that their relationship isn't on their last leg. It's been on the outs for a while, but because they, could have some public notoriety or something, or they've just been out there so much with their relationship, someone has been really trying to save face, and they really don't want to come to terms with the fact that something is just over. Also, someone here could just not want to come to terms with the fact that something is over, because what they actually want is 1,000 miles away. So it's well, I can't move. I'm too busy. I have kids. I have a business. I have this. I have all these things going on. So it's not like I can go to that anyway. Or someone is an athlete and they're like, I have competitions. I have fights. I have all these things. So it's not like I can travel to that thing anyway. Well, maybe that thing could travel to you. I don't know. I kept hearing 1,000 Miles by, is that Vanessa Carlton? And I need you, and I miss you, and now I wonder. She says, because I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just see you tonight. Okay, so someone really wants to see someone. Someone here could be getting night sweats, because I was also hearing Bruce Springsteen, I'm on Fire, and I don't really listen to him that often, and I was just hearing that song, especially how he says, only you can cool my desire. Oh, I'm on fire. Someone's name here could be Scarlett, Carrie, Vince, Vincent, Vinny, Bruce, Bryce, any of those renditions. I was also hearing Bring 'Em Out by T.I. Dun, 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 bring 'em out, bring 'em out. So again, someone here could be an athlete of sorts. It's clear to see I'm ahead of my time, and it ain't to see because I just get better with time. Now, I was also channeling in Sagittarius's last reading. If you go back and watch that, T.I. No Matter What. Never have you seen a homie in your life, a more divine homie in your lifetime. So basically, T.I.'s saying he's the most hood, but classy hood, real rapper. So someone here could feel like they're the most classy, but also legit from the hood and still honoring the hood they're from, fighter or athlete or whatever they are in their career. He says, I ain't I ain't done, I ain't scared, I ain't running, still I stand, no matter what. They hate me more, yeah, I know, so here I go. He says God will take you through hell just to get you to heaven. So some of my Capricorns, there are big power struggles going on here in your career, in friendships. He says, I managed to conquer every obstacle, I made the impossible possible, and even when winning seems far or seems illogical, losing is still far from optional. So yeah, they want to see you in the hospital. I mean, I keep channeling that. Like, someone here is really just out for bleh. I was also channeling Taurus, very heavy. And in Taurus's reading, I was channeling Joyner Lucas's song. So that's coming through. Batman is really prevalent. You know, Batman, people could see him as like, oh, he's a bad guy. He, you know, this, that, but he's actually a good guy. So kind of like T.I., he's like, oh, I'm a real thug, but, you know, I'm a respectable father. But he says, what does he say? He says something like, I donated to the schools, yet they still called me a deadbeat. So is someone here, it's like, well, no matter what I do, they're gonna hate me more, so I'm just gonna keep going. Someone is like, I guess they just are committed to me being the bad guy. Some of my Capricorns, you can feel like people are just committed to you being the bad guy. So they're like, well, whatever. It's kind of how Batman is. It's like, well, some people are gonna be scared of me. Some people are gonna be committed to me being the bad guy, even though I'm saving them, even though I'm, you know, doing these things and protecting the children and whatever. So it seems here, really, Capricorn, that someone just has a real deep understanding of their dark and their light. And that makes sense because Capricorn is represented by the devil in the tarot. So it makes sense that once you actually step into your power, people who haven't really gotten to know themselves deeply are going to be scared of you because they don't know their shadow side. But you can only reach as high in your divinity, as deep and dark as you have understood of your shadow. So a Capricorn who is actually mature will know the urges, will know the darkness within, but they will not act on that. They will have self-control and they will only take it out when, you know, you don't want to see that. Like, oh, I channeled that in, I might need security. You know, that whole song, he's like, F you, F you, F you. Like, he just keeps singing F you. But he says, I'm not no nice guy. I'm just a good guy. And the bad guys should really stay on my good side. Yeah, and then he says, like, F your microaggressions. So someone here can be, like, throwing undercut jabs, like they're coming after someone's social media, or they're, like, doing underhanded things. So they're throwing rocks and hiding their hands. They're trying to not be seen. They're trying to not be found out, but you've already been caught. I was also hearing Bruce Lee. So again, someone here really could be a fighter, but, you know, the thing with him is, he says, like, the smartest person is the calmest, quietest one in the room. The most dangerous person is the quietest, most calmest person in the room. Also, snakes don't attack trees. I kept hearing oak trees, poison oak. Someone here could be trying to poison, so be cautious with that. Be very cautious with that, Capricorn. I was also hearing, I don't like this because I don't like channeling into this energy, oak tree, H-E-X. It is a song by Drum Spider, but someone here is like really messing around with stuff that they really shouldn't be messing around with. So it's kind of like, you know, Chance said the bad guy should really stay on my good side, but it seems like they're not really wanting to stay on the good side, Capricorn. So someone here's got to get out their Batman suit and throw them bows and kind of, you know, jibber jab, put some homies in their place, because some people really got to be put in their place. Now, in the On You song by Ty Verdes, he says, you're the one that I just cannot lose. Who the F are you? He also says that he, like, maybe you might be the one to make me fall in love again. So it seems like someone here has had, like, a big, deep love once in their life, and they're like, okay, I've experienced that once. Now I just want to party like a rock star. I just want to have fun, just, you know, hook up with the ladies. But someone has met someone, they're like, you know what? Who are you? Because you're the one that I just cannot lose. I'm having night sweats thinking about you. Only you can cool my desire. I'm on fire. I just gotta have you. I guess you're gonna make me fall in love again. Like, someone here is finally seeing, like, man, maybe they weren't that last person. Bless you.